What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I actually gave y'all, in my opinion, the best classes for both Rebirth and Verdansk. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different today, but I got a gameplay coming for y'all. It's been a little bit rougher on me to upload because of school and stuff. Um, I haven't been uploading as much, but once I get on a break, then I promise I'll get a lot of gameplays for y'all. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoy the video and just enjoy. Peace. All right, y'all. Now we're getting into the class setups. This segment is specifically for Rebirth Island. Then after this, I will do another one for Verdansk. So, because I know people play both. Some people play both, some people play one or the other, and so I want to have it for everybody. Nobody's left out, so just letting the Verdansk players know. So, what you're going to notice a lot of this is there going to be a lot of KRIG 6 classes. Just bear with me on this. I mean, the KRIG 6 is just like, it's a beautiful gun, and so it's just going to be there, but trust me on it. So, the first class we got is we got the BULLFROG. And these classes are probably going to repeat a lot. So the main Bullfrog class I use is the GRU Suppressor, 7.4 Task Force, Tiger Team Spotlight, 65 round, and Spetsnaz PKM. And then the KRIG class is going to be the Agency Suppressor, the 15-inch CMV Mil-Spec, the Stanag 60 round, the AXIAL arms 3 times, and the Raider stock. And another thing I highly recommend is to put the precision optic on it, so that you can reticle, sorry, put the precision reticle on it so that you can hit more of your shots. It's just nice to have on. Now the second one is going to be the MAC 10 and the KRIG 6 again. And so with the MAC 10, we got the Agency Suppressor, 5.9 Task Force, Tiger Team Spotlight, Stanag 53 round drum, and the SAS Combat Stock. This one is actually a really good SMG for close ranges, and I really enjoy using it because it's been pretty good since the beginning. Okay, now we got the MP5 class, also again with the KRIG 6. So for the MP5, we got the Agency Suppressor, Tiger Team Spotlight, the Raider stock, the Stanag 50 round, and the Serpent grip. And this is one of the highest mobility SMGs that you can get. And also, what I recommend with the MP5 is to use a blueprint. I'm using Damascus Supreme, but pick a blueprint that has this iron sight on it, so that, because the iron sight really helps. And this gun is one of the fastest killing at closest range, and also one of the highest mobility. So it is a really good gun, and I encourage y'all to use this. Again with the KRIG 6 for high range. Now the second, not the second, sorry. For the fourth class setup, you got the OTS 9, which is probably the best, if probably one of the best, if not the best SMG. I think it's a competition between the OTS and the Bullfrog. But believe it or not, I actually do not have this gun maxed out. I haven't really went to Cold War to go grind it, but these are just the attachments that comes with the blueprint that I'm using, which is the undercover agent. It's the GRU suppressor, the 7.5-inch VDV reinforced, the VDV 40 round mag, fast mag, because that's all I got unlocked, the GRU elastic wrap, and the wire stock. But no matter what attachments you have, it's still going to shred at close range. So, and then again with the KRIG 6, because you already know. And also, one thing I forgot to point out in the previous classes, so every one of my classes had the same perk except for one. And so the perks that we're going to be using is double time, overkill, obviously, because you won't be able to have two guns without that, and then amped to switch guns faster. Amped is really important for movement. And I'm going to be running flaming throwing knife, like, you could just use the regular one. Doesn't matter. Um, No difference between them, just for looks. But I really love using throwing knives, especially to get the finish. And on Rebirth Island, where you see their teammates, and heartbeat sensor to obviously see. And now one of the best Rebirth Island classes, the XM4 actually. I think it's a little bit overrated of a gun, but definitely worth the hype because medium, sometimes even long ranges, medium to close range, this thing like is like a beast. Like it absolutely shreds people from those distances. And again with the Bullfrog, especially because we're going to be using this on Rebirth Island, it's not going to be that big of a deal to have a medium range and then a close range, especially because the Bullfrog's got some medium range to it. And also, one thing I forgot to change with this was to put the Spetsnaz PKM stock on it. Sorry about that. But yeah, so the XM4 probably one of the best guns to use on Rebirth Island. Now we got another beast of a gun, the AK-47. Now this gun absolutely shreds from close to medium ranges. And it's got some recoil, but once you learn the pattern, it's really easy to control. And I also think that the Cold War AK-47 is obviously better than the Modern Warfare one. They both have high damage, but the Cold War one just has more versatile abilities as on top of more damage, accuracy, and range than the Modern Warfare one. And so we're going to be using the Groove Suppressor, Tiger Team Spotlight, Microflex LED, KGB Skeletal Stock, and the 45 round mags. Again, with the Bullfrog. Sorry about these stocks, but yeah, so with the Bullfrog. Now we got probably a fan favorite of the game, the Ram 7. And I obviously love this gun because I have an Obsidian, but it's a little bit of a shaky gun, and it doesn't do that much damage. More of a multiplayer gun in my opinion, but I still think it really shreds from medium to close range again, because this is Rebirth Island. Range doesn't matter as much as it would on Verdansk. So we're going to be using the Monolithic Suppressor, the FSS Ranger barrel, PBX HOLO 7 sight, and so again, I want to talk about this. A lot of people love to use the Corp Combat. I really I like the PBX HOLO just for a couple reasons. Same reticle and just a different shape, just to change it up, because I've been using the Corp Combat for a while now, and I just want to change things up. And I also do not have the blue dot, unfortunately. But if you do have the blue dot, because I know a lot of people do have the blue dot, I highly recommend using it. It is a really great reticle. Unfortunately, I didn't put in the time to unlock it, but I know a lot of people have it unlocked, so just I would recommend using it. And then the Bullfrog on top of that also, because just an amazing gun. Okay, second, please do not abuse the Gallo. I know it is a very fun gun to use, but I've died to a lot of people camping in corners with this thing. But if you use it in the right way, you can easily hit jump spots. Like, if you hit a jump spot in a building, you could easily wipe out a whole squad of campers with this thing. And so let's just get into the setup. We got the agency choke, the 20.3 inch hammer forged barrel, the Tiger Team Spotlight, again, just like one of the best mobility, what do you call it? One of the best mobility attachments in the game. It's the NAG 12 round tube and the no stock. And yeah, this is just like a beast of a gun. Lots of mobility. You barely even have to aim with it either. A lot of people just hip fire it. Like, I myself hip fire it. Also, again with the KRIG, because if you run around with this with the SMG, it's going to be really hard to get kills from long range, and I just really love the KRIG as, like, just a gun. Okay, now this is the one class I was talking about that does not have the same perks. And this is my tempered class. And this is the class I use on Rebirth Island, especially because Ghost isn't as important on Rebirth Island. And so I just have the Bullfrog, Cali Sticks. Obviously, I don't use this class. I just pick it up to grab the Tempered perk. And just in case y'all are new and don't know what Tempered is, it basically, you still get the same amount of armor, but you only have to put in 2 plates. So your plate up is way faster, which is really important on Rebirth Island. I cannot stress it enough. You get engaged in a lot of gunfights. You need to reposition, replate. This helps a lot. You get to plate up faster. Instead of having to put in 3 plates, you put in 2 and get the same amount of armor as you would putting in 3 plates. Again, throwing knife, heartbeat. Not really, I don't really use this too much, but if you're ever in a panic and you grab this class, then it'll at least be viable until you find a better class. And now on the last Rebirth Island class setup, a fan favorite. I know a lot of people love the MP7, one of the best guns to ever be in the game. I know it's not as good compared to the Cold War guns, but it's an OG gun. Like, I remember walking around in Season 2 with this thing, with the RPG and a MP7, you know, just to... It's just, like, it's been around for a long time and it's still good, so... I really enjoy using it. It's a really fun gun. I know a lot of people use this thing, so... Monolithic Suppressor, FSS Recon, TAC Lasers, 60 round mags, and Sleight of Hand perk. This is probably one of the best... I want to say it's the best, but it is definitely one of the most viable and versatile SMGs in the game. And again, this one is going to be with the KRIG 6. A lot of my SMG classes, I think every SMG class that I have is going to be with the KRIG 6, especially on Rebirth Island, where you don't really need a sniper, necessarily, unless you're just insane at sniping. But other than that, I really recommend ARs over snipers on Rebirth Island, unless you're really comfortable running the sniper, because I know I used to snipe a lot myself. I don't do it as much anymore, but I know a lot of people enjoy it, so I just do what you like. Flaming throwing knife again, heartbeat sensor. Alright, and those are the best Rebirth Island. Alright, now we on to the Verdansk classes. I know the last one was a little bit long, but I'm gonna make this one nice and quick for y'all, alright? And so to all my Verdansk players out there, there's gonna be a lot of repetitiveness with the Car 98 and probably the Stoner, but I really encourage y'all to use some of these classes, because these are some of the best classes from my personal experience to use on especially a large scale map like Verdansk. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright. So for the XM4, again, the same one that we did in the Rebirth class. So Agency, Task Force, Tiger Team, Raider, and 60 round. Clean. And the only difference with this one is that I use a 60 round for Verdansk and the 45 round for Rebirth. And the 45 round is for more mobility, but with this, I feel like it's more important to have this in Verdansk. 60 round. And then for the Car 98, it's going to be the Monolithic, Singard Arms Custom. No, just Singard Custom. Man, what's up with me today? Alright, Singard Customs, TAC Laser, Sniper Scope, F-TAC Comb. And I really encourage y'all to use this reticle right here. I know, if y'all watch any streamers, I know that y'all see a lot of people run this, and it really is a game changer. Alright, secondly, now we got the AK, and this is the same one that we covered in the Rebirth one, so I don't think I need to go over that. Car 98, Monolithic, Singard Arms. Oh, I already did this. So this is the same class as the regular one. This is why I was talking about the repetition. So, and now we have the AS Val. VLK, 200mm OSA, TAC Laser, Commando foregrip 30 round, and Sleight of Hand. This is actually a really good class. Probably one of the best sniper supports in Verdansk. I know y'all might think I'm tripping for this one, but I honestly think that the MILANO is a viable gun for Verdansk. Some of y'all might think I'm crazy, but I really think that this is one of the best class setups. So now we got the Agency, 10.6 Task Force, Tiger Team, Raider Stock, and 45 round. And then obviously we got the Car 98, because you can't go wrong with that, especially in the Damsk. Alright, now we get into the ARs, because I know a lot of people still use ARs in Verdansk, and me especially, because I enjoy it more than using snipers in Verdansk. But that's just me. So GRU suppressor. So this is the FARA 83. I know a lot of y'all still use this thing, and so that's why I put this in here. And so we got the GRU suppressor, 18.7 Spetsnaz RPK, Spetsnaz 60 round, AXIAL 3 arms, and a KGB skeletal stock. It's really good mobility, and I also have the precision reticle. And then again with this BULLFROG, you know, BULLFROG, really good AR support. Now, secondly, we got the C58. I know this thing just got nerfed recently, but it's still, if you hit your shots, it's definitely a beast. And so we got the agency, 18.5 task force, AXIAL arms, Raider stock, Stanag, 55 round agency. Oh, I already said agency. I'm tripping today. But anyway, yeah. So this is one of the best ARs, and again, can't go wrong with the BULLFROG. You already know. Alright, now we got the KRIG agency, 15-inch CMV mil spec. I know a lot of people like to use this Ranger, and if you want to do that, you do it. It's just this one. I feel like it's just better for just damage, range, and recoil. But your barrel, pick whichever one you want. Stanag 60 round. Just for, you know, gotta have a lot if you're gonna use the AR. Then we got the AXIAL arms 3X and the Raider stock, and then the precision. And then can't go wrong with the BULLFROG again. And so now here we get into the LMGs. So this one is actually pretty fun class to use. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all watch Diaz Biffle, he did a video using this class. I think the only thing I changed was the underbarrel to the stock. But anyway, we got the agency, 21.8 task force, serpent grip, AXIAL arms 3X, and Raider pad, and the precision. I really love using the precision. And then the MAC 10. We went over this in the Rebirth one. Agency, task force, Tiger team, SAS, and the 53 round drone. And okay, so now this is where I go different with Verdansk, right? So Ghost is way more important on Verdansk than it actually is on Rebith-Island. So I use Ghost on this one, and then I just have the sniper, you know, just pick it up, like, so that you don't have to swap it. After you grab it, you just grab whichever gun you got, and then just get to rolling. Excuse me. Now we got the Stoner again, once again, and the BULLFROG actually this time, and I already showed you how the class setup for that. And so yeah, those are the best classes in my opinion for Verdansk. If you haven't used any of these, I recommend giving it a try. So yeah, now let's move on.